Hi everyone. We are boiling in Bali. It's been extremely hot lately. So hiding inside the house with the aircon on. So I decided to record the training, to be honest. I haven't done this in a while, so let's put it out there. So the training is on the feminine energy. Sorry. So I'm gonna clean up a little bit of the space, just kind of ground. So on the feminine energy, because this being a huge topic in social media, probably have scrolled through social media about divine femininity, sacred femininity, and all those things, which is like real and exist and part of it. But I feel the more we read about it, the more we listen about it, the more we make it mean something that actually widens the gap between you and you. To be honest, this is what I realized, because when I start embodying the feminine energy, when I learn about it, when I kind of become aware of it, that was like an eye-opening. At the time, there weren't that many people talking about it. There weren't that time. It's a good part about it because this information is available. But on the flip side, because we are designed to function a certain way, on the flip side, we tend to read and those things, we tend to compare ourselves. I should be feeling a certain way, I should be doing a certain way, I should look a certain way, and we tend to judge ourselves for not being there rather than understanding the point of it, understand the energy behind it, and that embody that, right? So this is what I found. A lot of women comes to me, and because I tend to work with women who are really similar to me, who came from really like hyper independence, where they like tend to put the shield on, they block the heart and really push hard in life and do everything on their own and really find it hard to receive. So for many years I could not receive, and for many years for me again, I was so resistant even just to words, saying word feminine energy. I don't really use this much in my teachings unless I really talk to people who actually just joining my world. So I really tend to talk about like giving and receiving energy. So feminine is receiving energy, and we need both in order to actually function as a harmony in life. So give and receive. And hyper-independent women who haven't kind of done any body work, or they just the beginning, and it's like, no, like you're just building the momentum, we tend to find it hard to receive, right? So it's like, it feels like you can do, but if you're not able to receive, you cannot get the energy in, which means they're gonna leave you exhausted. It leaves you like energy out, because you're overdoing. And that, I call it, is a compensation of your energy. That's all it is, a compensation of your energy. And you're compensating by doing, because when there is a gap, a missing gap, the gap needs to be filled in order to you to kind of, tick up the box or feel a certain way. And that gap can only be filled through being, through feminine energy. And we don't have the tools or understanding, awareness how to do that, or even just of the gap itself, we tend to overdo it. So this is matrix conditioning. And to start with, I want you to just become aware this is not your fault. That you feel a certain way, or you are overprotective, or you're like, no, you think you should be more feminine than you actually. Even just like, this is not your fault that you feel a certain way. The programs and conditioning, they were installed in you, ingrained in you when you were like little. Like of the programs about woman and woman's body and femininity, it's like hundreds of years of programs. It's like it's in the blood. So now a lot of women are awakening and questioning and all those things. That are a good side of it and different side of it. So it's just like, what is that you want for yourself, right? But understand, for you as a woman, you need to have the balance. Men and women need that, but for you realizing, especially when you're rejecting your own receiving energy, you're rejecting self, you're rejecting your well-being, you're rejecting the money, you're rejecting the love, you're rejecting everything. It's a rejection of the most beautiful energy, that is love. Love is a family, love is universal. But to be able to feel that love, to actually have the circulation of love, you need that feminine energy. So for a long time, I could not. I was really resistant to it, and I thought that women tend to trigger me. I would never like women. I never had a lot of friends that are females. I was kind of hanging around with more the male friends and all these things, until I started doing body work and started to learn about myself and kind of the femininity or the feminine energy or the receptive energy or that feeling more within your body connected is actually the byproduct of your embodiment journey, of your body commitment to embodiment journey. So it means practicing connection to self, practicing connection to your body, really cleaning up the baggage. When you're cleaning up the baggage, what happens? When you clean the baggage, what is not yours, right? If you just check in with your body right now, you're gonna see like, oh, feel heavy. Where you feel heavy, you feel in your chest, you feel in your shoulders, you feel in your back, you feel in your legs, or you feel in your belly, which is very common for women. It's like in the belly, and the belly is like where it's identity stored, and we have a identity split happening to us in the very early ages of our lives because of someone at some point in life actually told you shouldn't be yourself, because that equals love, that equals pain and rejection and abandonment. So you decided, subconsciously decided to become somebody else and hold on to that identity for a very long time. And that's okay, and it kept you safe. And it's great. But if you have an impulse or impulses and the information coming across to you about like those things that maybe be a wake-up call to say like, not because you did something wrong, it's because there is so much more for you to experience. There is so much more for you to feel. There is so much more for you to receive from the place of ease, from the place of fun, from the place of being, not from the one of push, chase. It's very different. So if you have resistance around feminine, and say like, that's what for me, like, there is so thousands of ways to work around it. What really helped me is understand the more I'm gonna go in and release what is not mine. So through embodiment journey, you ask certain questions, you heal certain relationships, you heal the relationship itself. You actually consciously, intentionally go and do the work. This is what I'm saying. You don't waiting for the shit to go down, or for your body to get sick, or for your bank account to go completely, in minus. You don't wait for those crash low moments. You already actually, if you are wherever you are, you just going up from this. You don't go down to go up. You're actually going here and you're going this. Right? So this is when you understand, this is when energetics happens, the magic happens, because you start going up. You don't wait for the shit show, for the rock bottom to actually go down. So the more you're consciously gonna go and clean up, what's gonna happen in your body, what happens in your system, in your nervous system, you start healing. And the reason is like, when you actually let go of the beliefs, you let go of those stories that are not you and not in alignment with you, what happens? You start feeling lighter. You start feeling a relief. You start feeling like weight lifted off your shoulders. And energetically start elevating. You start feeling better. You start feeling higher. And you're becoming more like, your circulation, your life force energy start moving through your body so really well. And that's you feeling more alive. You start seeing things that you never seen before. Like the things that makes you more happier than you actually You never probably were happy about like seeing flower on a street, and now you're gonna see the flower is gonna make you happy. It's like those moments we try so hard to like, I'm gonna be happy, I'm gonna do this, but trying is the fact that you have to try to be happy. You have to try to be confident. You have to try to trust. You have to try. The fact that you're trying, it really shows that you're already in the lock. This is a byproduct. The beauty that you see around the state of calmness, I call that cool, calm, and collected in my world. These are byproducts of you consciously doing the work. So that's why I work with incredible women in my world, and seeing the transformations that they're going through, like I'm going through my own experience, through my own life, and I've done it since I was 18, consciously like this. Question it every single day. Really taking the ownership and responsibility. Like, I don't wait for the shit to go down. Like, I'm the best investment. And the better I feel, the more I take the weight off my shoulders. The more I take my weight on my shoulders, I just know I'm gonna be energetic match to more conscious love, more receiving, more good stuff, more adventures, more freedom. Everything is just gonna be more. This is gonna be byproduct. It's not me going and trying. So normally we have this a structure or the sequence in the wrong way, because that would be easier. Because if I say go and feel first, you would say like, no, I'm not sure about it, right? But in a way that is also a foundation. So understanding the principles of energetics is the key to really allow both energies in, because our brains, our conditioning, the matrix system have created our stories in our heads, how certain things should look like, how the feminine energy should look like, how the woman should look like, what should be doing. And also those pictures, those images that being created in the outside world, they don't really match with what you believe, with what you want. And oftentimes you feel resistance to it, because it's a disconnect. So that's why it's better work on energetics. And you're gonna notice, and then you're gonna come to the point of understanding that I don't know how to get here, but the point is like I'm here and I have both energies in place, and it didn't take me to put my makeup on. I didn't have to get my hair done certain way, or I didn't have to go and do this. Sometimes you'll notice it's like you're gonna just feel differently. This is how you know you got it. Like my biggest aha moment was when I was trying to be so feminine, because I always got so many judgments from my partner at the time, long time ago, that I'm not woman enough, I'm not feminine enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not taking care of myself enough. And at the time I wasn't that pretty and taking care of myself, because I was going through mental illness. And at the time, like, that wasn't my case. Like, I just really wanted to hide from the world, and then I tried to make myself really ugly so no one could notice me, because I was so afraid to be seen. So instead of trying, I was like, I just have to go and heal that part of me, right? And then I remember I was trying so hard for my partner to be so feminine, so pretty. So I used to buy dresses or put the makeup on, and every single time I feel like I'm trying, it's too hard. Like, it's not me. I never felt like full aligned. It feels like I'm doing this for somebody else, and I felt like, is this femininity really feels like? Like, I've always questioned that. And there was a aha moment for me. It's like, it's never about how you look. It's not about what you do. Is this a feminine? It's about how you feel within yourself. And the only way to actually feel the feminine energy is through cleaning up the process. So I had a beautiful message coming from one of my old clients, and she asked me certain questions about, she's going through like huge, massive quantum leaps for the last years. And she said, like, I feel certain way, and I feel like it's abundance, and I feel like it's happening, but it's not really happening. It's like, is this how it really works? I said, it's very, 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 very simple. Everything becomes really easy and simple, not complex at all. The only thing I'm talking about manifestation, about energy work, about plugging in, it becomes really fun and easy. Then you have cleaned up enough, because then you have new lenses. You can see better. You sense it more. You're actually more connected. You actually staying in. There is no energy leaks. And that is that simple? Yes, because your natural state is abundance. When your natural state is abundant, things are happening, good stuff happening around you. So instead of going outside and try to control and manipulate the outside world, try to control people, try to teach people how to do things, or coach people, or try to tell them what makes you hurt. No, it doesn't work this way. If you want to go this way, this is an option, but normally you just keep bumping your head in the wall, because it's not the game they're supposed to be playing. The game is really understanding the internal world, the energetic world, embody the principles, really embody the tools, and just play with it day-to-day basis. And you're gonna understand this is never about the journey to get there. It's not about the result. It's about the journey, to make it the journey to me so fun that you don't even think of the result. When the result comes, it's gonna be like a cherry on the top. It's like, but you're gonna already feel like you already got it. Most of us try to make more money or have the relationship or have the body, and we always sit in a lot thinking that when you're gonna have the money or have the dude or have the body, this is when you're gonna be happy, this is when you're gonna be confident, this is when you're gonna be trusting. This is no, because it's never ending. So when you're actually embodying the journey and embodying the principles while you're going kind of have direction or the vision of what you want to get to, you're embodying the energy of it, the journey becomes so really fun. And you're noticing, it's like you're gonna notice the journey is really about creating your own experience while you're owning your own experience. When you're owning the mirrors, when you're owning the emotions, when you're owning responsibilities, when you're owning your voice, when you're owning who you are. Because we tend to like, there is identity shifts that need to happen through this experience to become a really like, you know, you cannot hold onto a certain identity to be and receive something different, like way bigger. So identity shifts happen throughout the journey. So I always take my clients through that identity shifts as well when we work together. So understanding that it's never about creating a new version of you, because that scares the shit out of you, because you think you have to let go of the old version, and with everything that was safe, you don't let go of that. If you don't want to, everything's fine. But what happens on identity shifts, you're always becoming more of you, becoming more of the person you're meant to be, you were born to be. From the moment you enter the world, you're just becoming more of you. That's the identity shifting. So to sum that up, feminine and masculine is the foundation. It's that foundation. You have one side, and on one other side there is a feminine and masculine. You don't beat yourself up for being too masculine, be too feminine. What you want to do, understanding like, this is what I have, this is my current foundation, and this is what I get to work with, because both energies are beautiful, both energies are needed equally. But what I see about women, I see for myself, the more I eject the feminine side of it, my body hates it, quite literally, because my body is designed to be in the woman's body. My body is designed to nurture, to give birth, to breastfeed, to be in life, experience life through different four phases of the month, right? Having a period once a month. My body is designed to function certain way, and the more I allowing that to happen, the more magic I create. Rather than resisting and try to be a certain way, the really masculine way, right? Try to like resist to my purity, resist to my phases, resist what's actually changing in me. No, feminine is allowing the change, and masculine just holds you. So my invitation is to really come into awareness of like where you are right now, and understanding this is perfect place to be. There is no judgment, there is no bad or wrong. This is exactly where you need to be. This is your foundation. And once you understand and come into place of like, okay, because we cannot shift from a place of the lack. You at least want to be okay. Okay, this is my foundation. What's now? And from that energy, you can actually start consciously go and clean up the process. I have numbers of courses you can do. I have a feminine and masculine, which is like the principles, the basics of feminine and masculine, which is the basics of alignment and energetics. This is like foundation. See, that embodies that all the tools I've shared, the methodology that I've shared, that you'll notice you already gonna have massive shifts in your life. There's just no other way around, because the more you take that off your shoulders, the easier it gets. So my invitation, take the weight off. Take off what is not yours. Don't hold it. Don't drag it through your life. There is no point. You don't want to be old grandma in 80s and 90s. Like, I wish I did that earlier. You don't be granny in 80s, 90s and complain to your grandchildren, teaching your grandchildren that like, oh, you shouldn't do this, shouldn't do. You want to be grandmother, or like the old lady was going to tell the stories, what it did in life, what the experiences you want to tell about the good stuff. So that's my invitation. Take the weight off your shoulders, because you can and you matter.